Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna talk all about shipping in US for e-commerce, okay? So for those guys who do not know who I am, my name is Daniel Phillip. I started drop shipping from Australia, from my car 6 years ago. And over the last 6 years ago, I built a few brands. And now I run a logistics company and a sourcing company. And I do a few other things. But in this video, I'm gonna talk about shipping in US to US. So if you're on this journey of building a brand, or if you're on this journey of scaling a brand with a company, if you're on someone's team, the biggest question for logistics, if your customer base is in the US, do you continue to ship from China, where most people are, or do you move over to shipping in US? And my recommendation and what I did was, for inventory control, depending on how many SKUs you have, depending on how many items you have, I would suggest holding still some inventory in China and then sending over an initial inventory to USA. So when you're doing the logistics, I often get asked, because we have our small warehouse in Ohio, Dan, when we get set up with you, what does the process look like? And the process looks pretty much the same if you're setting up your logistics with us at Atlas Distribution for our US department, or anybody else. And it basically looks like you send the products over to our warehouse, we stock it, we get it ready, we get connected with your Shopify store. When you get an order, our team picks and packs the order, prints it out, and ships it from US. Now, I cannot stress this more than I could ever stress this out. Shipping from US to your US customers is extremely important. Let me take a quick sip. Why is it really important? Well, because your customers are expecting to shop from a brand or shop from someone that delivers the same competitive edge as any other brand, and that is fast logistics. If you're shipping from China, you're not gonna get super fast logistics. Even though it costs a little bit extra, I would strongly recommend, if you have the budget, if you are ready to make that step, ship some of your product to US. Try to do it yourself. If you are a very small, if you're very, very small and only getting like maybe 10 to 20 to 30 orders per day, you can get set up with us right away. Or if you're getting like 5 to 10 orders, definitely ship some to your house and set up, buy like a printer and start shipping direct from your house. But that's what it basically looks like from shipping from US to US. You can go through any other partner. We have very competitive rates. You can see that on our website below. If you're looking for a logistics partner, someone that can help professionally pick and pack your orders and send them out in the US, okay? So you can check that below, the website is below. But when it comes to shipping from US to US, or starting to ship to your US customers, that is the most important thing. Also, another question that I often get asked, like, Dan, if I am selling to the US but I'm not from the US, how does that work? So with us, all you need is to send us the products and then top up your account so that we can print off the labels. Because we're already registered there, we can ship products directly from Ohio to anywhere in the US with not a problem. You don't need to set up a US company. You just will pay us based on a logistics contract. A logistics contract means we will be shipping the products for you, and everything else you have to take care of, like you would just be doing regular business or regular shipping direct from China. Okay, so I would strongly recommend, if you have the capability to ship to your customers in US directly from the US, do it. Do it, because even if you're paying a few dollars extra for shipping from US to US, you are going to see a huge return on your customers repurchasing, because they know they can get products from you fast and reliably, and they also start to trust your brand a little bit more because you are working and doing everything you possibly can to deliver the best service. Okay, so if you have the means, do it. If you don't have the means, continue building your company, continue building your brand so that you can. And like I said at the beginning, always make sure you have a little bit of backup inventory in China, whether with your shipper that you have right now, or you can send it to us. We can ship anywhere in the world, also US. But make sure you have a little bit of backup inventory, because if you see a huge increase, or let's say your market shifts a little bit and you're not selling too much to US, but you're selling to other countries, that is when you want to make sure you're prepared. And that was one of the mistakes that I did, which was I shipped tons and tons of inventory to US, tons and tons of inventory to India, tons and tons of inventory to Brazil, and I always had that mistake of having too much inventory and having dead inventory. Dead inventory is the worst thing that you could ever have. Product that's just sitting there that you're not selling, that is just eating up space and also eating up your wallet. Okay, so spend some time planning. Logistics is not that fun, but it's a very important part in building your online business and building your brand. So good luck. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. This is Daniel Phillip.